Okay, to use the live score and USA bracketing for duels, you're first going to log into the system, select your event. You'll need to make sure you have a worker passcode set up. So you'll do that by going to users and selecting workers, add a worker, and you can choose from an existing account here, or you can just create a local passcode if you just want people to be able to log in and type it or bring up the controller and type a passcode. So you'll create a password and then make sure you give them permissions to the live score. Select add there, okay? Then to open the controller, you're going to select operating and live scoring. If you don't want to log into the event first and then open the score on each mat side computer, you can type in this URL instead to bring up just the score on each computer. And then once you do, you're going to choose the event from the events list. And I'm already logged in here, so it's not showing what it would. Normally, it would bring you to this login page where you have to enter the passcode. But since I've already logged in, it remembers me, and we'll go by that, okay? You're going to choose your mat, and then each of these are a duel, okay? We're going to choose the duel we're going to start, and you're going to start with your start weight. If the start weight has already been assigned by the event admin, that'll be at the top of the list. But for this one, this is what we're going with. And then after the officials have done the coin toss, you know which team is choosing first. You're going to select that. You pick your wrestlers here. If there's a forfeit, you choose forfeit. Make sure you don't assume who the wrestler is. And of course, this lowest weight, it has to be this kid. But they can bump up a weight class. So make sure you have them report to you at the desk. Choose your wrestlers for each team and enter the event. Now, this very first match of the duel, you'll need to choose the colors for the entire duel. Your official will tell you what they want each team to be, and you'll choose the colors accordingly. From this point on, it's going to remember the colors for each team for every bout. So you won't have to change that again. Okay. Just start the clock, and these period links will be set according to what the event admin set for the division. You can start it here, or the down arrow on the keypad will also start and stop the clock. So we're going to go. Now, each wrestler only has the options, scoring options here based on their position. So this guy's already had a takedown. That means he's on top, and he only has the scoring options for a top wrestler. And the same is true for the bottom wrestler. So if something seems off here, you may have chosen the wrong wrestler, or you may have the colors set wrong. So if we accidentally, say I score something and I've accidentally chose it for the wrong wrestler, you can click the word and switch it to the proper wrestler. Now, say I accidentally chose something and I didn't mean to at all, I can click the word and just delete it. If I'm a little ways into the bout and I realize, oh man, I have the wrong color for everything, you can click it and switch all the scoring actions for both wrestlers. Okay? Now this period's over. We're going to click the arrow to go to the next period. And we have our choice. Let's say green got the choice, he deferred. Red chose bottom. And we're going to go again. Now, if we have to start one of the other clocks, injury or blood, we will click on it. We'll start that clock. It's gonna keep track of that here. When we're done with injury time, stop that clock. We're gonna choose this period button here. That'll take us back to the normal wrestling clock. And we can start that again. All right. Now let's get some kind of quick scoring here so I can take you to a result. Now we have a near fall, and if we click save result here, it's going to think this is a tech fall because we stopped the bout before the end of the period and there was enough scoring to be a tech fall. You want to make sure anytime you save a result for a bout that you're choosing the correct win type. If this tech fall had turned into a fall, we would have to change that manually. Okay. Or if it was a disqualification, any of those kinds of things. So just double check your winner, double check your win type, and save your result. Now it's going to bring us to the next wrestlers in the bout. Again, choose the proper kids. They may have bumped somebody up or changed their lineup a little bit. So make sure you're having them check in. And we're going to go again. And again, it remembers the color here. Now on the choice, it's going to remember based on that kind of coin toss and where you started, whose choice it is. So your official doesn't have to remember evens odds in this system. It'll tell you whose choice it is, and you can just say, hey, green has choice here. So they will choose, and then we're going to go. If you ever get lost and you need to get back to all the bouts here, you're going to select duel, and it's going to show you all the weights in that duel. Okay. If we need to go back and look at the scoring actions in this bout, which I haven't done any in this one, let me go back to the first one. Say the officials aren't sure what happened. There was a lot of quick movement and they want to make sure the scoring's right. You can click Summary, and it's going to show you what happened in each period. So if you need to go back into the bout and make some kind of adjustment, you can go to Scoring. It takes you back to that bout. Go to the appropriate period and make the adjustment that you need to there. Just make sure you resave your result. And if we finish this, we go back to the duel and carry on. If you need to call a wrestler, you can just select this little microphone icon. And then hit send, and that'll send a match chat to your head table, and then they can go ahead and call that wrestler to the bout. Let's say you want to go ahead and go to the next one while you're waiting. Go to duel, and go ahead and go to your next one. And then finally, if you want to go on to the next duel, you have finished this one, you're ready to go to the next one, back to your mat, you can select the next duel here.